America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, and welcome to the March 11, 2025 regular meeting of the Jackson Township Council. This meeting will now come to order. Pursuant to the provision of the New Jersey Open Publics Meeting Act, adequate notice of this meeting was properly provided by transmitting a notice of the meeting on January 28, 2025 for publication. Notice of this meeting of the Township Council has been posted in the corridor of the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk. We will begin with a roll call. Councilman Borelli?
Here.
Councilman Palmieri?
Present.
Councilman Sargent?
Present.
Council Vice President Bernstein?
Here.
Council President Kuhn?
Here.
Thank you. Also attending this evening is Township Attorney Mr. McGuckin and myself, Township Clerk Martin. We will move on to the presentation portion of the agenda. Council President Kuhn?
Good evening, everyone. As we gather here tonight, it is with great pride and gratitude that we recognize and celebrate the dedication and hard work of some of our outstanding officers. We are here to promote Lieutenant Greenberg to the rank of captain, Officers Maurizio, Rafe, and Thomason to the rank of sergeant, and we are also honored to swear in Class 2 Special Grency as he takes the oath of office. These promotions and appointments reflect the incredible dedication, professionalism, and commitment these individuals have shown in their service to Jackson Township. As we celebrate their accomplishments, we must also acknowledge the sacrifices made by law enforcement officers nationwide. The past week, two officers in Newark were shot in the line of duty, and tragically, one of them lost his life. My thoughts and prayers are with their families, colleagues, and the entire Newark Police Department. May the fallen officers rest in peace, and may we all keep in our hearts and as we recognize the bravery of those who serve. To Lieutenant Greenberg, Officer Maurizio, Rafe, Thomason, and Class 2 Special Grency, thank you for your unwavering service to the representatives of Jackson Township. Your dedication makes our community safer, and for that, we are deeply grateful. Congrats on your well-deserved promotions, and thank you for all that you do. Let us to continue to support and appreciate the men and women in uniform who work tirelessly to keep us safe. With that being said, as you can see, I had put up on the board, I would like to invite everyone to join the Jackson Police Department in remembering Officer 213 Ventura and dedicating Jackson Township Highway sign in his honor and for his service. It will be on March 18th at 10 a.m. The road that will be dedicated will come at future notice by Lieutenant Miyabi. Thank you all. Director Candido, Chief Coons, can you please come up to start the promotions? Madam Clerk, will you be swearing them in? And could you just please make sure you're talking to the microphone when you're, because you can't hear you. You're welcome.
Good evening. My name is Joe Candido. I'm the Director of Public Safety, and this is Chief Matthew Coons. I'd like to thank Mayor Reyna and Council for continuously supporting us and getting us to where we need to be and growing the department. It's greatly appreciated, and as you can see with everybody here, they greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Lieutenant Greenberg. Lieutenant Greenberger was born in Point Pleasant, New Jersey in October of 1980. He grew up in Jackson for the majority of his childhood, graduating from Jackson Memorial High School in 1999. He attended Ocean County College, studying criminal justice before receiving the honor of joining the Jackson Township Police Department in August of 2001. Not 2000. Lieutenant Greenberger graduated the Ocean County Police Academy, Class 77, in January of 2002, and was assigned to patrol. Aside from a short period assigned to the day shift, he spent most of his years as a patrolman working the evening shift. While a patrolman, Lieutenant Greenberger assumed the duty of field training officer and had the opportunity to train a number of our best officers, including some standing up here along with him tonight. Lieutenant Greenberger had an interest in fitness and nutrition throughout his career. In October of 2014, he graduated the New Jersey State Department of Corrections physical training instructor course, allowing him to become a physical training instructor for the agency. He currently supervises the physical training program here at JPD. Shortly after, Lieutenant Greenberger became a member of the agency's bicycle patrol unit, which he also went on to supervise. Lieutenant Greenberger was promoted from patrolman to the rank of police sergeant in December of 2019 and served as a sergeant on both the midnight and day shifts. He was promoted to the rank of police lieutenant in July of 2022. At that time, he was assigned to the patrol division as a platoon commander until January of 24, when he was reassigned to professional standards unit commander. Some career highlights and awards include 2 nominations for Patrolman of the Year, the Life Saving Award from the Monmouth Ocean Consolidated Intelligence Bureau, and the 200 Club, along with several good conduct, meritorious duty unit, and command citations. I'm not done.
No, he's not done.
Nice try. Lieutenant Greenberger has a few people he would like to take the opportunity to thank. His father, retired Jackson police officer George Greenberger, badge number 126, and mother Patricia, for the inspiration to pursue a career in law enforcement. His wife Amy and 2 children, Breland and Ryan. Without their love and support this day would not be possible. And last, but by no means least, Mayor Rayna and the Town Council for the opportunity to serve the Township of Jackson as police captain. On a personal note, Sean and I worked a majority of our careers on afternoons, and we had a good time, and we did a lot of work. It was a lot of fun. Sean and I worked as supervisors on a midnight shift together for a while too, and it's been a pleasure working with you and growing it through this career together. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Madam Clerk?
We haven't come up. Come on up.
We can sign it later. Thank you. Raise your right hand. Please state your name.
Lieutenant Sean Greenberger.
Thank you. Please repeat after me. I, Sean Greenberger, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I, Sean Greenberger, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established by the United States
and in this state under the authority of the people,
and in the state under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform the duties as captain
perform the duties as captain
for the Jackson Township Police Department
for the Jackson Township Police Department,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Patrolman Maurizio. Patrolman Michael Maurizio was born in Brooklyn, New York, and moved to Jackson at the age of 4. Michael was raised in Jackson and graduated from Jackson Memorial High School in 2008. Mike went on to attend Ocean County College, where he graduated with an associate's degree in criminal justice and psychology. Well, we need that today. Mike held several jobs, including being a security officer for Bloomberg Media in Manhattan, as well as working as a corrections officer for Ocean County Jail prior to achieving his goal of being a police officer with Jackson Township. Mike also volunteered for the Howell First Aid and Rescue Squad as an EMT. Mike attended Ocean County Police Academy in 2014 and graduated in January of 2015. In 2017, he married his beautiful wife, Christy, and they are proud parents to 3 amazing children, Krista, Vincent, and Carly Maurizio. I hope they have the same name. Okay. While in the patrol division, Mike had the opportunity to train 6 officers as a field training officer. Michael also had a certified DARE instructor and very much enjoys teaching kids as well. During his time with this department, Mike has been awarded the Patrol Unit Citation, the Achievement Ribbon, Good Conduct Ribbon, Officer of the Year ×3, PBA Member of the Year. In May of 2021, he was transferred to the Support Services Division, where he was able to apply one of his many skills and something he has a true passion for, technology. In September of 2021, he assisted with the body-worn camera project, and he dedicates much of his time to ensure officers' equipment is always in working order. In September of 2023, Mike took point on the department's security camera project and successfully upgraded the cameras for the building. In January of 25, Mike started the department's drone program, which now has 2 active pilots, including himself, and is in the process of training 4 more remote pilots. The department also has 5 active drones, and we have been responding to drone callouts. Mike is also part of the National Technical Investigators Association, which is a law enforcement training association dedicated to providing top training and to support the technical surveillance community. Mike continues to improve the department each day, and his eagerness to help, availability, and broad range of skills make him a true asset to the police department. When Mike's not working, he enjoys spending time with his family and friends, hot weather, tropical vacations, loud music that I can attest to, especially some good EDM, a good IPA, gaming, and classic cars. I will say, without Mike, we would be at a standstill with our computer systems and everything else. He is the backbone of the agency when it comes to that. I also enjoy training him because I had him when I was a field training officer. So congratulations, Sergeant.
You hold it? Thank you. He's just got to be heard. Derek, can you just turn it back
Someone like to
on?
hold the Bible?
Here. Huh?
Wanna hold the Bible?
Oh, so smart.
Please state your name.
Mike Marizio.
Please repeat after me. I, Mike Maurizio,
I, Mike Marizio,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties as sergeant
perform the duties of sergeant
for the Jackson Township Police Department
for the Jackson Township Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Patrolman Reef. Police Officer Robert Reef was born and raised in Jackson. He grew up with his sister Mindy and his parents Robert and Debbie. Robert attended Johnson School from K through 3 and then transferred to Veronica's School in Howell, where he graduated in 1999. From here, he transferred back to Jackson School District, attending Jackson Memorial High School, where he graduated in 2003. While in high school, he excelled in academics, taking honors and AP classes. Played soccer for Jackson Memorial High School and started the Jackson Memorial High School lacrosse boys lacrosse team. After high school, Robert attended Stockton College, where he worked towards a degree in criminal justice. In 2004, Robert met his wife, Stephanie. They married in 2015 and have 2 children together, Cooper and Harley. Robert became a member of the Jackson Township Police Department in April of 2014. He was a member of the 98th Basic Course at Ocean County Police Academy, graduating in September of 2014. After an extensive and long field training, he was assigned to the Alpha Afternoon Squad. While in the patrol division, he was nominated as the 2017 Officer of the Year for Alpha Platoon. He was very proactive with traffic enforcement and has made approximately 200 arrests. He also developed a knack for DWIs and motor vehicle crash investigations. Between 2018 and 2022, he was nominated for and won numerous accolades related to DWI enforcement, including the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Award and the Jason Marles Award. In 2020, Robert became a certified drug recognition expert, which requires a high level of academic training both in classroom and hands-on. He maintains that certification to this day. In 2020, he became a part-time member of the Traffic Safety Unit, handling serious and fatal motor vehicle crashes. In July 2024, he was assigned as a full-time member of the Traffic Safety Unit. In addition to his duties with the Traffic Safety Unit and being a DRE, he holds numerous certifications related to crash investigations and DWI enforcement. He's also a member of the ATV and motorcycle units, having completed the Philadelphia Highway Patrol Motor School in 2022. When not working and in his off time, he enjoys operating heavy equipment, camping, hunting, and anything outdoors, as well as attending his son's travel baseball games and his daughter's cheerleading competitions. Rob is a whiz when it comes to traffic stuff and numbers. And I also had the pleasure of training him as well through his career. He is a great asset to the traffic unit and a great asset to the agency. Thank you. Dad? Rob?
Please state your name.
Police Officer Robert Reif.
Please repeat after me. I, Robert Reif, do solemnly swear
I, Robert Reif, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties
and justly perform all the duties
as sergeant
as sergeant
for the Jackson Township Police Department
for the Jackson Township Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Officer Ernest Thomason, as we affectionately call him, Wes. What was that? Officer Thomason was born and raised in Jackson, New Jersey. He graduated Jackson Liberty High School in 2013. He started his law enforcement career while he was in high school, participating in the Jackson Explorer program. In December 2013, he was hired at Point Pleasant Beach as a Class 2 police officer, graduating Ocean County Police Academy as a Class 2 and Class number 35 in May of 2014, and achieved the High Marksmanship Award. In 2014, he was hired as a Class 2 here in Jackson Township Police Department. In April of 2015, he was hired by Waretown PD as a full-time Class 2. And then in October of 2016, he returned back to Jackson PD as a full-time police officer. Some career highlights: he was in the patrol division. In 2018, attended the Ocean County Firearms Instructor School and became a member of the Jackson Township and Ocean County Police Academy Firearms Instructor Corps. In 2018, he was a recipient of the Fallen Officer Jason Marles DWI Award. In 2019, he got a certification as a TASER instructor. In 2019, he became a field training officer. In 2020, he became a member of the Ocean County Regional SWAT Team until 2024. 2020, he also became a member of Jackson Township's Special Response Team. In 2021, he was assigned to the Sport Services Division and serves as under the training unit. In 2021, Wes became a certified pistol and rifle armorer. He's an active shooter instructor, attended the NATO SWAT Team Leader Development course. In 2023, he also became a pistol-mounted optics instructor and a PTC Ocean County Police Academy range master. Some commendations that Wes got were unit citation and good conduct. Some of his hobbies and his family members are wife Courtney, 2-year-old daughter Charlie, and 8-month-old son Brett. He enjoys the warm weather, days at the beach with the family. I had the pleasure of also training Wes back in the day, and I got to tell you, he has a twin brother, and I always used to get these two confused all the time, because I trained both of them. So Wes is dedicated, one of the most dedicated officers that I know, to improving everybody in this building that we work with, giving them training and making them better police officers every day. Thank you for everything that you do, Wes.
Please state your name.
Officer Ernest Thomason.
Please repeat after me. I, Ernest Thompson, do solemnly swear
I, Ernest Thomason, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties as sergeant
perform all the duties as sergeant
for the Jackson Township Police Department,
for the Jackson Township Police Department,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Dominic Renke. Dominic was born and raised in Toms River Township, New Jersey. He attended Toms River Regional School District, culminating his graduation from Toms River East High School in 2018. Driven to further his education, Dominic enrolled at Ocean County College, where he pursued an Associates of Science degree in criminal justice, which he successfully completed in January of 22. While in college, Dominic also embarked on an entrepreneurial venture, founding Red Key Home Improvements, if anybody needs any work, a construction business that he continues to operate. In 2023, Dominic embarked on a law enforcement career, joining the Seaside Heights Police Department. He attended the Ocean County Police Academy, where he completed the Class 1 Academy. Upon graduation, Dominic served as a Class 1 officer with the Seaside Heights Police Department during the summer of 23. Subsequently, his commitment to public service led him back to the Ocean County Police Academy, where he graduated with Class 53 in May 2024 as a Class 2. Dominic returned to Seaside Heights for the summer. His exemplary performance and strong work ethic earned him the recognition of department leadership, who invited him to continue serving year-round His duties in Seaside Heights included patrol, crowd control, traffic enforcement, and responding to calls for service. During his time in Seaside Heights, Dominic became increasingly determined to pursue a full-time career in law enforcement. This ambition led him to apply for a position with Jackson Township Police Department, where he's eager to further his professional growth. Dominic is deeply grateful for the opportunity to begin his new chapter of his career, and he is driven to excel in his role as a Class II officer with the Jackson Township Police Department. Outside of his professional life, Dominic cherishes time spent with his family, his fiancée Alexa, and their 3-year-old daughter, Ariella. He enjoys visiting the beach, participating in sports, and working as a contractor, where he takes pride in transforming homeowners' visions into tangible realities. Please have Alexa and their daughter come up. There you go.
Please state your name.
Officer Dominic Renzi.
Please repeat after me. I, Dominic Renzi,
I, Dominic Renzi,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all duties
perform all duties
as a Class II Special Officer
as a Class II Special Officer
for the Jackson Township Police Department,
for the Jackson Township Police Department,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Counsel?
Legal research, right?
Hey, how are you? Stick around after. Oh, here. That's the reply brief. Well, it's good enough. Yeah, it's better. How are you, sir?
We're going to take a 3-minute break. So if anybody wanted to leave and didn't want to stay for the meeting, we understand. We'll let everybody clear out, take your pictures. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. The regular council meeting again will start at I'm going to make a statement on behalf of myself and council. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Before we begin tonight's meeting, I wanted to take a moment to remind everybody of the importance of civility and respect in our discussions. Our meetings serve as a vital forum for conducting the business of Jackson Township, and it is essential that we engage with one another in a manner that is constructive, respectful, and focuses on the issues at hand. I also want to take this opportunity to stress the purpose of the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act to promote transparency in decisions making by allowing the public to observe and understand how decisions are made. The public comment portion of the meeting provides an opportunity for residents to share their views and concerns with the government body. However, it is important to note that the public comment is just that, an opportunity to comment. While we welcome and encourage public input, and individuals may certain purpose questions during public comments. Certainly pose questions during public comments. This portion of the meeting is not intended to be a question and answer session or a debate. We strongly encourage individuals to pose any questions they may have through emails or telephone calls. We value your participation and perspective, and we appreciate the opportunity in maintaining a respectful and productive meeting environment. I would just like to add, and sometimes when we have open public comment, the attacks on council and anybody up on the dais is not going to be accepted any longer. You will be called out of order. If you want to make any comments pertaining to the public, the question on hand, or make anything pertaining to township business, it is welcomed. But if we are attacked individually, screamed at, yelled at, cursed at, you will be called out of order, and we will ask you to sit down. If it continues, you will be asked to leave. Thank you, and I'm going to I do have more comments. I just have to find them a little disarray because of the thing. But if you could continue, and then I'll find my sheet and come back. Thank you, though.
Council Vice President Bernstein.
Thank you, Clerk Martin. First of all, thank you to the clerk for continuous hard work. She's been a little short-staffed, and she's done a phenomenal job handling all the various goings on in the clerk's office. I think since you've been here, you got close to about 200 Oprahs, and I know how hard you're working on that and everything else that goes on in day-to-day operations. So thank you to the clerk for that. Really, it's just been a pleasure since the last council meeting. We've had an opportunity, myself and my colleagues on council, to review a lot of documents together with administration, and we look forward to hopefully sharing some of those findings in the coming weeks. Thank you.
If I could just hop in and finish, I found it. Okay, so I would just like to, as a council, and the council has been aware of everything that the council, me and the vice president council have been working on, Councilman Bernstein. As a council, we fully support the strong and fair enforcement of our ordinances. However, after reviewing the recent data, we have serious concerns regarding the operations of the Code Enforcement Department, particularly with staffing levels, resource allocations, and operational efficiencies. The gas logs in particular raise significant questions. One officer has logged over 1,500 miles since January 1st, 2025, yet has issued only 2 violations. Another officer has logged over 2,000 miles, but has issued only 3 violations. These numbers demand an immediate explanation. Additionally, we have concerns regarding the lack of GPS tracking on code enforcement vehicles. These trackers should be reinstated immediately, reinstalled. They were previously removed. We need to know who authorized this decision and why. Without GPS tracking, it is difficult to ensure accountability in daily operations. Furthermore, we must evaluate how officers are spending their work days. Are they simply driving around town all day with structured response system? If so, this is an inefficiency use of resources. A more effective approach would be for officers to be based in the office and dispatched to complaints as they arise. Given the volume of complaints we receive as council, a properly managed team of 3 or 4 officers should be able to respond and investigate appropriately. There are also troubling reports regarding officers engaging in non-essential activities during work hours. For example, We were informed that an officer was washing his vehicle at home. Should this be part of their duties? Are vehicles required to be cleaned by code enforcement? Perhaps the Department of Public Works should look into this and should handle this responsibility. We need to clarify on who authorized this and what is the protocols are in place for vehicle maintenance. The waste of tax dollars on excessive fuel consumption, where vehicles are wear and tear, and the inefficiency use of salaries is deeply concerning. We need to address these issues immediately. And then I'll continue on later on with the councilmen in regards to this statement, and any questions could be asked. Thank you. Do you have anything to add? Councilman?
So I just want to add for a second, thank you, Council President, for reading that. Is that over the past couple of weeks, we've had the opportunity, and it's something which is ongoing. The town put out an RFP. We're still waiting for that bid process to close, which I think is going to be this week. We're looking forward to seeing that process continue. We are reviewing call logs, and we're also reviewing just to making sure that that we are properly staffed in all of our departments, and that we're able to properly respond to whatever issues arise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Borelli?
Thank you, Clerk Martin. Congratulations to the police officers promoted. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's on.
Then talking to.
Can you hear me?
No.
No, it's still on.
Just push it closer.
Hello. Now, can you hear me? I should know what I'm doing after how many years? Well, first, congratulations to the police officers promoted and to the Class 2 Special Officer as well. You're in our thoughts and prayers as you go about keeping your town safe and secure 24/7. We don't have to tell you you're in one of the toughest, however, most important and rewarding jobs. And like your families, we're so thankful for you and the sacrifices you make to serve. And we support you and back you. Regarding Resolution 134-25 on tonight's agenda, I'm glad the search for a new CFO for our town is concluded and will be saving money by utilizing a shared services agreement with Barnegat Township. I wish Tom Lombarski all the best as he will be performing the Chief Financial Officer duties for Jackson for the rest of the year. Thank you and have a good evening.
Councilman Palmieri?
I would just like to congratulate the officers that were promoted or the officer that was sworn in for duty. We had the opportunity to stand amongst heroes before, so that's exactly what they are. As you all may know, if not, I am the council liaison to the Jackson Board of Education. I'm committed to fostering collaboration between our municipal government and the school district. To that end, I have been working towards establishing quarterly meetings with the Jackson Board of Education. And last week, I met with Superintendent Permilli for our first meeting. One of the key topics we discussed was the ordinance requiring school bus pickup on the same side of the street as the student. Superintendent Permilli confirmed that this is already a standard practice within the district, but emphasized that the ordinance is still an important step to ensuring student safety. Additionally, Superintendent Permilli shared a significant milestone for the district. After 40 years, students no longer are housed in temporary trailer classrooms and are now learning in proper school buildings. While the district has long sought to remove these trailers, the cost of doing so has been a major obstacle. Fortunately, a vendor has stepped forward, offering to remove the trailers at no cost to the district in exchange for keeping the scrap parts. The district is now working with the buildings department to secure necessary permits for removal. However, as with many municipal processes, the bureaucratic hurdles remain. My hope is that we can streamline this process and enhance cooperation between both governing bodies for the benefit of our community. And on another note, I had the pleasure of visiting the Haven Cafe over the weekend to congratulate its new owner, Ari. The cafe had a welcoming atmosphere filled with rich aroma of fresh coffee and baked goods. And if you haven't visited there already, I highly recommend stopping by. You won't be disappointed. As I have said many times before, small business is the backbone of our town, and we should support them locally. Thank you.
Councilman Sargent?
Good evening. Upon the closing of the McCall School, the Alcoholics Anonymous meetings on Monday and Thursday night will be moved to the trailer in the parking lot here at 95 West Veterans Highway. If anybody has any questions, see me after the meeting and I can direct you to the people that you may need to get in touch with. Also, on Friday, Saturday of this week, with the Jewish holiday coming up, please be aware of extra traffic that you may run into. Thank you and have a good evening. And also, what was I going to say? Oh, we need the address of that business that you just talked about so we can visit it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I just, Councilman, can I just respond to your opening comments, just with an update that you don't have because you were not on there? I just wanted to reply that the business department, Mr. Wilton, which is the code building department head, responded, when can we get a meeting? So I will keep you in the loop with that. You were not on that email. It just came over end of business, but he is ready, willing, and able to meet with the Board of Ed and you and get you guys through that hurdle, as he did when we did the field house. He was very, very responsive. And, we still had to pay all the fees and we still had to do the process, but he did expedite it for us. So I'm sure he's willing to help you. Thank you.
Thank you. The next item of business is the second reading and public hearing of Ordinance 07-2025 of the Township of Jackson, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 103-45, Schedule 1, entitled No Parking, to add additional streets where parking shall be prohibited. This ordinance was introduced on February 27th, 2025. If any member of the public has a comment to make, please address council at the microphone and state your name and address clearly for the record. You'll have 5 minutes and may only speak once. May I have a motion to open public comment?
Motion to open public comment?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved.
Seeing no one come forward, make a motion to close public comment?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved. May I have a motion to authorize ordinance 07-2025?
Motion?
Second.
Councilman Borelli?
Yes.
Councilman Palmieri?
Yes.
Councilman Sargent?
Yes.
Council Vice President Bernstein?
Yes, and I just want to point out one thing. I had a couple residents ask me how these cul-de-sacs and these pieces of property were picked. My understanding, Council President, correct me if I'm wrong, was this came from our police department with the recommendations of roads. If people notice other roads which are a problem, please reach out to the police department so they can do their studies and let us know.
It came from the court.
Okay.
It came from the court to the police department, and it's actually, but yes, it was not. It was not.
It was not
council.
chosen by council.
It was not chosen by council whatsoever. It was given to myself to, tickets were being written, and it's mainly to help DPW in the summer for grass and stuff like that. But yes,
Okay,
it was
so
not,
yes,
not
perfect.
chosen by council.
Perfect, thank you, yes.
You're welcome. And I'm up now, right?
Council
Yeah.
President Keel.
So, Director Candido, I just have a quick question. Pertaining to this ordinance, my vote is going to be yes. Will you require signage for your officers to write tickets if cars are parked on these roads now? It was just, I don't think it does. I think that was with, came from Traffic Safety Officer Bennett, had said that he wrote tickets, and Judge Miab maybe said he was not able to enforce them because the ordinance did not specifically write the streets. So I was under the impression there was no signage. So I can ask administration to have DPW.
Right, so
Okay.
Council President, I drove by 2 of them today and there was signage. I don't know about all of them, but 2 of them I drove by.
Okay, all right, we'll maybe have DPW, we'll ask administration if we can make sure signs are out there, and then we'll be good to go. Thank you, Director. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Motion approved. The next item of business is the second reading and public hearing of ordinance 08-2025, amending and supplementing Chapter 10-1 of the Township Code entitled Claims Approval, and to add Section 10-9 entitled Procedure for Payment of Planning and Zoning Board Professional Fees. This ordinance was introduced on February 27, 2025. If any member of the public has a comment to make, please address council at the microphone and state your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes and may only speak once. May I have a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion to open?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved.
Seeing no one come forward, I make a motion to close public comment?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved. May I have a motion to authorize ordinance 08-2025?
So
Mo-
moved.
Second. Second.
Councilman Borelli?
Yes.
Councilman Palmieri?
Yes.
Councilman Sargent?
Yes.
Council Vice President Bernstein?
Yes, and just a quick explanation, just thank you to Council President and to our legal team for expediting this. This really just really reiterates what's really state statute, making sure that our CFO and our financial team reviews all of the bills before they're paid.
Council President Kuhn?
Yes.
Thank you. The next item of business is the payment and authorization of bills and claims. I would like to note the following abstentions. Abstentions include from Councilman Borelli, DEL 01, NJS 04, NJS 13, STA 76, and TREASURE.
Yes. Thank you.
And thank you. And Council President Kuhn, RCS 02.
Yes.
Are there any questions or comments by the Township Council?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the bills and claims with the abstentions noted?
Motion?
Second.
Councilman Borelli?
Abstain on those vendor numbers that you mentioned, Clerk Martin, and yes to the rest on the bills and claims agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Palmieri?
Yes.
Councilman Sargent?
Yes.
Council Vice President Bernstein?
Yes.
Council President Kuhn?
Abstain to the one, yes to the rest.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda listed for tonight's consideration are resolutions 115 through 126, 2025 listed by title. Council President, are there any comments or on the resolutions listed on tonight's council agenda?
Resolution 125-2025 just had to be amended, whereas bids were received for this project. And that was the only change, correct?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am. That was it. Again, that was Resolution 125-2025, and this is regarding the CDBG grant.
I would like to note abstentions from Councilman Sargent for resolutions 122 and 123, 2025. Are there any additional comments or questions by the Township Council?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. May I have a motion to authorize the consent agenda, resolutions 115 through 126, 2025, with the
Mo-
noted abstentions from Councilman Sargent?
Motion?
Second.
Councilman Borelli?
Yes.
Councilman Palmieri?
Yes.
Councilman Sargent?
Abstaining on 22 and 23, yes to the rest. Thank you.
Thank you. Council Vice President Bernstein?
Yes, and just want to comment, Resolution 124 is the one that council voted a couple weeks ago. I think it was a 4-1. They rejected a previous vendor. It was put out for bid again, and this was the vendor that came in, so yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Council President Kuhn?
Councilman Bernstein took my comments, so I will not say any because I disagreed. We are glad to see fresh blood in there and to, work on that for our tax collector. I know that they're very happy with the change. And yes to everything.
Thank you. At this time, if any member, or I apologize, is there anything additional from the Township Council?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. At this time, if any member of the public has any comments to make, please address the council at the microphone and state your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes and may only speak once. May I have a motion to open public comments?
Motion? Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved.
Good evening. My name is Cliff Talmadge. I live at 251 Bartley Road. I've come to this council meeting a couple times. I've been here for about almost 4 years in Jackson. I've came here probably at least 3 to 4 times. I've been to the mayor's office a couple times. I've been talking to the chief of police. We got a serious problem going on Bartley Road with traffic situations and concerning public school busing. Numerous times, these people aren't stopping for the buses. They are passing them illegally on a double line while buses are turning. This past week, one almost nailed a bus that my grandson was on. I've came here several times, like I said, I've talked to the chief of police. He's had patrol people out there. They've written hundreds of tickets on my street alone. This problem is continuing and getting worse. They're not obeying traffic laws. They're not obeying what they're supposed to be doing as far as you don't pass the bus when it's stopped with the lights on, picking up or discharging children. And if I understood, Mr. Palmer, what you said about the busing director saying that all the kids are being picked up on the street side, was that the?
It's an ordinance we passed.
No,
that
no, we didn't.
are-
We did, no, no, no.
We voted, we read it once.
No, no, we have not. Can I, just sorry, because I want to make sure that this is accurate. So we were discussing creating an ordinance that children would no longer on main roads, municipal and county with the county support, that children would no longer have to cross to get into the door on there. So they'd be.
Well, that's still happening on my street.
It's
alone.
not, so I want to totally answer you. So that was something that was proposed. There's traffic safety. There's all departments that need to be involved in this, including LSTA, which is the Lakewood school buses, the Jackson school buses, everybody. We have to come to a meeting and we're looking to enforce it next year. The actual state, New Jersey busing reached out to me. It's in my email and they're looking to take whatever we create in Jackson and pass it on to other towns. But it's a lot because as the, Councilman had said, Jackson Township, always asked that they did it, but there are kids that do cross main roads and we're trying to make it so that they no longer have to, but it's really a long process. So we want to make
If
sure
you
we do
guys
it once
could
and do it
that,
right.
That'd be a good idea.
Believe me,
Especially
sir.
on my street.
Yes, we are trying. Your road would have to be an add-on because right now I don't believe that the police department, I have to pull out, Officer Lasco sent me a whole list of suggestions and the director Candido is in the second row and he could probably help you, but that is genuinely something that we are looking to do, but we want to make sure we do it right so we don't have to reintroduce it, but it has not been introduced.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah.
You said that obviously the cops came out and there were hundreds of tickets given. All the buses, I assume, you mentioned public school buses, all the buses should have video cameras.
Yeah, good luck.
Has the PD reached out to the Board of Ed to get those videos? Because
Let me explain something to you. I've reached out to the busing people. I've reached out to the Board of Education. I might also talk to that brick wall. They're not doing it. The bus driver that picks up my grandson couldn't even, this past week on the 6th, she picks up my grandson in front of my house. He's autistic. She goes literally, I'm going to say 25 yards, makes a left on Scarlet Oak, goes down to a cul-de-sac, comes back around and go back the other way. In the process of making her turn, this guy comes flying down the hill from where the water tower would be. At the rate of speed that he was going, if the bus driver didn't stop her turn and catch him at that time, I'm not an expert, but in my personal opinion, if he hadn't nailed that bus, people would have got killed and that bus would have been upside down. That's how serious this is.
Could I just ask, so Director Candido's here. Could we, Council President, and I guess administration's not here tonight, could we follow up with the PD why we're not getting the video footage so this could be enforced? Because it's state law. Do you have times?
So, yeah,
Because usually the buses follow a similar route. So if we
Yeah,
get a time, we can probably shoot it over to the Board of
I
Ed.
can tell you this, I'm outside of my driveway with my grandson at 8:15 in the morning.
Okay.
He usually gets picked up till somewhere between 8:30, 8:35. In that time period, there's at least approximately 5 buses within spitting distance of my driveway that are picking up children.
what was your address?
251 Bartley Road.
I'm going to just give it 2 seconds because, so I can just say, I'm on the traffic safety email along with Director Candido and the traffic safety. And we get these emails and I reply to every resident that sends an email. I ask for a picture of the bus number and I send it either to the public or the private school buses. And I can tell you.
The Jackson buses.
Okay, so if you send me the information, I will forward it to.
Chris Soto is his name.
Chris Soda, yes, I will send it to Mr. Soda and I will send it to our liaison and we will send it to the superintendent of schools and we will take care of this. I just need a picture. It's all I need. I need a picture of the bus. If you have like me, I put a Ring camera. I have three-way stops at my house, and I put my Ring camera so that I can watch my stop sign. So if a bus goes to the stop sign, I have it on my videotape and I can send it right out. So if there's anything that you can get, because I do recall you being here, and I think that you're part of, another one of the reasons why we're looking into this ordinance to implement it in 2025, 26.
I would like to just, if you could give me like one more moment to be able to tell you a couple things real quick.
I'm going to have to say no because then I'm going to have to do it. But I will talk to you when I get down. So we'll be done soon.
Thank you.
I promise. I'll
I
give you my
appreciate
card
it.
and I'll be down.
Thank you.
Just wait in the front row for me.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Deb Jones, Hyson Road. You guys know I usually come up when I see something that is upsetting to me, but I felt like today I needed to come up and thank you because I heard someone last week ask about putting things on here and highlighting it or just making it so that when you're sitting in the audience, you can follow. So I would like to thank you because it did make the meeting a little bit easier to follow.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate that. Christian appreciates
Thank you.
that. Christian, thank you
Christian.
so much.
Seeing no one else come forward, I make a motion to close public comment.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Motion to
opposed?
close meeting?
Motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.